I just hit record for the first time in months. The last time I tried to record a video, it did not go well. My heart was just not in it. I didn't have anything to say, and everything I thought I wanted to say, I've probably already said, or I felt like no one cared. Just wasn't good. I never realized starting a YouTube channel and getting on that grind would affect me so negatively. That being said, it wasn't just YouTube. I think it was the grind at work, a lot of stress, still under a lot of stress, and just trying to navigate life. Just something had to break, and unfortunately it was YouTube and YouTube comments and a lot of social media. And honestly, I still feel like I'm drowning. But I figured I'd eventually come out with a video to say what's been going on in my life. You can see I got this beard going. I'm out, it's 4 in the morning, driving down the freeway safely, kind of headed out to do my last deer hunt of the year. I put in a lot of time this year deer hunting. I passed on a couple, I almost said a few, but I passed on one twice. But I had different goals this year when it came to harvesting deer, and so I got 0. Today's the last day. I'm gonna head out, get in the woods. It's like 15 degrees, and I may or may not harvest an animal. We will see. But I put in a lot of work, spent a lot of time climbing trees, sitting in the woods, just trying to be happy and those types of things. Yeah, my wife said a little while ago, she's like, "You lost your mojo." And I was like, "Yeah, I did. I lost my mojo." I don't know what a mojo is, but I think I know I lost it. And why? I think the worries and the stress of life have just got to me. It's choking out joy in my life, and I keep fighting and trying to fight back. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But about 4, 5, 6 months ago, I'm horrible with time, probably around 6 months ago, I really started having shoulder problems, hitting those weights, and my shoulders started not feeling well, and then my left shoulder just really got to me. And I've been eating, like, I'm still on the carnivore diet. Actually, today is my 1000th day. I've been eating carnivore. I've added a few things every once in a while, like pistachios, but I made sure I had the shell so it took me time. And I was out camping, just a little snack thing. Avocado here and there, which, not that great. A little bit of Slap Your Mama seasoning, tried a little Slap Your Mama hot sauce. It's like pretty clean stuff. And so it's like, is there inflammation from some of that stuff? I don't know. I think stress more than anything. But when it comes to my shoulders, it just, especially again, that left shoulder just been killing me. And then I haven't been able to sleep because the pain got so bad. And I went to the doctor, and it was like, "Oh, take these pills. Like, you have arthritis." Like, okay, let me try a little bit of this. I'm like, that literally did nothing. And I don't like taking medication. So I finally went in to see an orthopedic. It was like, "Oh, here, take some naproxen." It's like, I don't want to take that. I take it, just kills my stomach, and really did nothing with the pain. I finally got into physical therapy, and immediately the guy was like, "Yeah, you're very tight. You're very, very, very tight. There may be mechanical injury where my bicep connects to that shoulder," but he gave me some stretches, and it started improving immediately. So there you go. Just keep fighting through these types of things. So I'm continuing these stretches. I have not been able to. I don't know. I'm not risking lifting weights because I don't want to re-injure my arms. That being said, I've been joking around saying, well, if I was really serious about working out right now and it really bothered me, I would at least, do leg day. But I've still been walking most of the time. My treadmill, I tried to hop on that, but it's kind of broken, so I can't really run my treadmill. It stops when I run on it sometimes. So yeah, I think about 4 to 6 months ago, when I was still making videos, I had kind of gained about 10 pounds just by eating, not paying attention to the exact amount of stuff I was eating, and then kind of upping, getting back, drinking coffee and putting heavy cream and stuff, I put on 10 pounds. So you can put on weight on a carnivore diet, and yeah, that's okay. I have noticed lately that me just feeling like my clothes are getting a little tight, feel a little tight and not as confident. So I'm like, okay, it's time to reset. Look at what you want to do. What weight did you feel the best at, the strongest at? And after 1,000 days of eating some way, I've learned a lot of stuff. I've learned a lot of information for myself, and I've made some mistakes. I've seen people make mistakes. When it comes to YouTube, man, I keep trying to find like a real reason to do it, and an easy way to do it, an entertaining way. But like after you're on YouTube for a while, like I don't care who you are. Well, maybe if you're a psychopath, but after a while, like even if you get 100 nice comments on a video, you get one negative one, and it just like gets you. And after a while, negative after negative after negative, like you're killing yourself, you're gonna die, your kids are gonna be alone, I'm gonna marry your wife when you're dead, or just even comments were like, you're doing that wrong, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, you need to do this. I'm like, well, hold on a second. Literally, you've been on the carnivore lifestyle 15 minutes, and now you're scolding me on how to do it exactly. And I'm like, adding that kind of stress to my life on top of an already stressful life. But I am blessed. I know that. I have a lot of things to be thankful for, but there's also a lot of responsibilities I hold. Having a family of 10, 8 kids, my wife and myself, and I'm the biggest child, and running a ministry and a thrift store, and just that kind of stuff is, it ends up being a lot. So what are going to be my goals for this next year? I'm going to try to, I've been doing pretty good on like my Bible studies and quiet times and things like that. I want to continue that. I want to, cut out things in my life that God doesn't want there. Yeah, when he says, don't worry about tomorrow. Yeah, today has enough worry of its own, and guess what? Yeah, sometimes the worry of today seems too much, so there's that. I want to, make sure that I'm growing spiritually, just growing in wisdom and knowledge, and actually like doing what God wants me to do. I want to probably drop down a little bit of weight. I would say, I'm up 10 pounds from where my body usually like to stay, but I had got down to 220, 225. I might like to get down to that weight again, just see how I feel, see how my body's reacting to it. I felt just a little bit better, I think, at that weight. See if I could maintain that. I'm gonna probably just do a lion diet for World Carnivore Month for all of January. I may do daily videos again. I know that I've had a few people hit me up, say, where have you been? And are you gonna do another thing this year? Yeah, I think I should. I think my wife is interested in doing it again. Even though, we haven't really talked about this, but my wife has been having like these really bad allergies and skin breakouts and reactions. And, doing a lion diet with her and stuff, that kind of stuff has helped her, but over time, she's just had continued issues. And we've been trying to fight to find out what the issues are, why it's happening. But the best that we've came up is that my wife has a nickel allergy. And not just like, she's allergic, not to just nickel touching her body, but like in food. And then you start researching how much nickel is in food and what kind of foods. And my wife's diet has got very restrictive. And not too long ago I had this thought, like, okay, I found the carnivore diet for me and my health to get rid of my type 2 diabetes and to stay, keep it in remission. And it changed the way that I ate, changed the way my wife ate, changed the way my kids ate. And then my wife is now having to be very restrictive in her eating. And I was like, just imagine if I didn't go on the carnivore diet and all of a sudden my wife had these issues that had to change the way we're eating, like I did with her, how well it would have went. I almost feel like God showed me the carnivore diet to get off all the processed foods and eating pizzas and stuff like that, which I have not had any pizza. I've had no fast food. I've had none of those things. You get out, like, I think I would if I didn't care, but I do care. And I can't get myself to do it because I know what's in it. Because I've learned all these things about food, and well, everything's killing you, by the way. Any amount of eating anything causes some stress, and it's slowly killing you. We're not going to live forever. It's just not going to happen. So don't fall into that cult. But now my wife's restrictive eating is almost like carnivore diet. She likes sweet potato here and there. She doesn't have any A1C problems. And it's like, it just feels like it was a blessing to find a different way of eating, wrestle through a bunch of the mental gymnastics you got to do, and just the wrestling with what to do, how to do it, what's right, what's not right, what's really healthy, what's in the food you're eating, where is it coming from, just all these things, how to do it with the family, how to make sure that you're eating food, and just affecting your whole family. We like to eat together, how we're gonna cook meals, the little dance in the kitchen, preparing meals for 10 people. We were able to do it, and my wife she ended up getting approved for a medication, which is scary for us. But we need my wife healthy. We need her skin to be healed. We really feel that we're on the other side of this right now. Currently, we don't know what we're going to be learning, but we're at a place that we've got hope, and hopefully I can get her to tell some of her story when it comes to those things. Anything else? I didn't realize I was going to talk for so long. Oh yeah, I'm a verbal processor. Yeah, and being a verbal processor, it kind of sounds like I rant a lot, I go on tangents, and that is true. And some of the YouTube comments saying that I do it and it's annoying, or hey, you got music, or you do this. It's like, listen, I'm not a professional. This is not professional. I was trying to share my life, and I didn't realize it was going to affect me so much. I thought I was stronger than that, but I'm a human being. I got feelings, and I just have to put the negative stuff to the side. Another thing that I've really still been wrestling with is body image. Body image. It's like one day I'll look in the mirror, I was like, oh yeah, you still look good. And the other day I'm like, man, you look fat. And that's something that I did not see coming. I never really worried about that stuff. I know, like, you get the dad bod, and I got my dad bod in the 30s, and you gain weight and you lose a little bit, you go back and forth, and I didn't necessarily like taking my shirt off in front of people and those types of things. Just like that ship had sailed in my life. And yeah, I just wrestle still with body image. It's like, sure, I could probably lose some weight. To me, it's less about weight and more how I feel. How I feel. Like, do I feel comfortable in my body? Do I feel comfortable putting on my shoes without getting out of breath? Those are the things that really matter to me. And I know how to lose weight. I know how to keep weight off. I know how to gain weight, but I don't know how to wrestle through how to feel about my body, which is, again, just blows me away. I never thought this is be something that I'd wrestle with. It's like, I feel like you have to suck it in a little bit around people, or so weird, man. So weird. So I've learned a lot about it. I've learned a lot about it. I probably have quite a bit of wisdom nuggets for people that are struggling with these things. Also, when it comes to like coaching and people in my life, I've kind of had to really distance myself from people just in general, coaching them about the carnivore diet and these types of things. Literally, well, I can't say literally, but like a lot of people, my work environment and stuff, it's like, I'm trying to talk to them and like no one ever does it. There's a few people that I know that are trying it and hit me up every once in a while, but there comes a point in someone's life. I'm a fixer, just let you know, I'm a fixer. If someone has a problem, I like to fix it. But it's like when people are asking me for counsel and help, and you're like, okay, do this. Okay, do this. And it feels like they never take your advice. There's just something about that like wears me out, man. It's like, I told my wife the other day, I was like, I'm never coaching anyone ever again. Like, I'll be friends with people. They can ask me a little bit of advice here and there, but it's like, no, I am not your coach. I am not the one that I'm not taking the weight on myself. Just that mental weight. I'm not taking it on myself. I told her, I was like, advice to anyone ever that wants to coach anybody, like, it'll be a minimum of $500 for what? I don't know, but you're gonna have to pay me a lot of money. And it's not about the money, it's like, because maybe then people will be invested in what they're doing. And I think that's probably why people do that, a lot of stuff. And yeah, I'm not trying to be rude or weird or call anyone out. It's just it's like a thing I saw, a trend I saw. It's easy to, go to someone and say, help me. It's really hard to take their advice. Because I actually heard this recently, saying that, like, when it comes to food, everyone has an opinion about it because everyone eats. And everyone, thinks their opinion is awesome. Wow, yeah, your opinion is awesome. But sometimes you're just going to have to take someone else's opinion. If your opinion's not working for you, eventually you're just going to have to throw what you think in the trash and essentially do it another person's way. Like, I have to do that in my life as a Christian man. I have lots of thoughts and ideas and things I like to do, but what does God say about it? I have to do what He wants me to do more than what I think I need to do, if that makes sense. Yeah, maybe I should give Jesus $500. It would help me listen to what He says better in investment. Yeah, well, I do tithe, so there's that. All right, that's enough rambling for this video. I want to know if you've ever seen any of our other videos, what did you like and what did you value? What had value to you? I would like to know your opinion, but I'm thinking, like, if I'm going to do videos, it's going to have to serve me and my family. I'm going to have to do videos and things during times that I'm already doing something else, like my walks or, parenting. Yeah, in the middle of parenting, that would be great. You guys would have no idea how crazy it could be having 8 kids. Yeah, but it's almost Christmas. I bought my wife too much stuff, so there's that. If you see this before Christmas, babe, you're welcome. All right, let's see if I catch any deers. Did you catch any deers? Yeah, I went out in the woods and I jumped on a deer and I caught it. We had a little tickle party. It was hilarious. Yep, still crazy as ever. Kilby out, unless I get a deer.